Good morning. In this video, we will see how to solve a numerical sum given in NCERT. This is 10.22 or 10.21 depending on the edition. Depends, not very sure. Just we can refer and find out 10.22 or 10.21. This is in the chapter Properties of Fluids or Mechanics of Fluids. Okay? And in this, there is a sum. That sum reads like this. That sum is like this. You have a tank. This is a tank. Base is a square. The base of the tank is a square whose side is 1 meter. So area will be 1 meter square. Side is 1 meter. Area will be 1 meter square. It has a partition here. I hope you understand the diagram clearly. So partition at the middle, the center. Partition is at the center. So if you want, you can even label it and tell like that. Say A, B, C, D is a partition. A, B, C, D is a partition. A, B, C, D is a partition. Now we have two chambers. In this chamber 1, let's say they are filling an acid whose relative density given 1.7. Relative density, also known as specific gravity, no unit for relative density. Density of the substance by density of water is relative density. You should be knowing that. So is given the quantity of the acid to be 1.7. It is filled in one chamber. On the other chamber, you take water, both to the same height, 4 meter. So height of water in the right chamber is also 4 meter. Left chamber height of acid is also 4 meter. Now you see, because and of course RD of water is 1, so I just write RD of water is 1. Therefore pressure at this, and also the partition has a door at the bottom. I just have shown it with a different color. Okay, I just put the door, some kind. So don't expect me to draw the diagram like an artist. So this is a door. The door is fitted here. Now on both sides of the door, if the pressures are equal, the door will be closed. Both sides of the door, pressures are equal, or I can keep like this. Both sides of the door, pressures are equal, the door will be closed. This side more pressure, door will open like that. This side more pressure, the door will open like this. Correct? Shall I continue? Okay. So you have this side I am taking acid. Even take the other side, but I am just taking this side. So this side acid, so there will be a pressure this side, to the left of the door there is a pressure. First we will calculate that. I consider it as 1. So P1 is the pressure at the left of the door as per this diagram. Okay, even the right side as we follow one type and we say the left side is acid. So P1 is the pressure exerted by the acid, let's say on the left side. So P1 is the pressure exerted by the acid column. Which is on one side of the door at the bottom of the tank. Okay? I continue. You see, this can be H1, rho 1 and G. Of course H1 is equal to H2. So later on consider H1 is both, because height is same in both chambers. So I just write it as H rho 1 and G. H rho G formula, instead of because the densities are different, rho 1. Similarly P2, what is it? Pressure exerted by water column. Exerted by what? Water column. Again I write this H rho 2 G. What's the value of rho 1? What's the value of rho 1? I'm sorry, it is not 1.7. Not 1.7, not 1.7. Rho 1 is density, whereas this is relative density. So, rho 1 in fact will be 1.7 into 1000. Please note that if we want to convert relative density into density in SI, multiplied by 1000. Okay, so rho 1 is density and not relative density, but what data? According to the data, it's 1.7 RD, relative density. So, it is 1.7 into 1000. So, this is of course 1000. 1 is RD, so 1000. Now, when will the door open? So, the door will open because of the excess of pressure. Suppose this side pressure is more, the door will open. This side pressure is more, the door will open. Therefore, you will have to do something so that there is no difference in pressure on either side. Is the logic clear? So, if you somehow do something, the difference in pressure should be somehow adjusted. For that, you should apply a difference in force. If you don't want to give in terms of pressure, you can even give in terms of force. So, the pressure difference will have a force difference because the area of the door is given. Pressure difference will give you corresponding to that, there will be a force difference. So if you somehow apply that force, suppose this side force is greater, you apply the force that side, how much it is greater this side because of acid and liquid. If you apply it on that side by some mechanism or other, you can keep the door closed. The question is asking you what force you should apply so that the door doesn't open either way. Either this side or that side. So basically you should find out the force difference. That force difference you should apply by external means. So we'll see. So the force difference, I use area into delta P, pressure difference. Area of the door is given, I think 20 centimeters squared. Anyone verify and it is 20 centimeters squared. Let's say 20 centimeters squared. Converting into meter squared. Pressure difference. So this multiplied by rho 1 minus rho 2 pressure difference. H and G outside. H is of course 4 meter. G I will take 9.8. Very simple. This is simply 20 into 4, 80 into 9.8, 1.7 minus 1.7 into 1000 because density no, so 1000. So 80 and just multiply, just for simplifying the calculation. 80 into 9.8, 1.7 minus 1, so 0.7 into 10 power 3. Anything left out? 10 power minus 4. So the whole thing into This 10 power minus 4 I have written, everything I think I have written. This is the difference in force. Difference in force. So much Newton it will be. So 80 into 9.8 into 0.7 into 10 power minus 1. I just do this. 80. I only can use calculator, please don't use. 80 into 9.8 into 0.7 into, of course, 0.1. Okay? It gives in fraction initially. So it will be, say, 1372 by 25. So I write here. If you want to write in decimals, it is 54.9. Or you write 55 Newton. So the difference in pressure is 55 Newton. That force you should supply from external means. Supply right from external means. Somehow to do something. Then the door in the opposite way. Suppose this side, that is that external, that excess force should be applied on the water side of the tank. One side acid, the other side water. So that 55 Newton should be applied on the water side of the tank towards the door. Therefore, you can make the door closed. Very simple. What are the concepts? Difference in pressure. Then you proceed to find difference in force. Then that much force you should apply from some external source at the proper place. You can make the door fixed. That is, this is a door. So the door can even open like this. If you unchecked, the door will open like this. Unchecked. You leave it, door will open like this. Clear? Book answer is 55 Newton. So practice many such sums. Then you will be able to do the sums easily when it comes in the exam or test. Okay? Thank you.